Hello guys, today we will discuss what is ETL, what is ETL testing, why it is important, and what is the testing process for ETL. So first of all, what is ETL? So ETL means extract, transform and load. So we are extracting the data, we are transforming the data and we are loading the data. So the general procedure for copying data from one or more data sources into the destination system. So we are copying the data from the source, we are transforming that data and we are loading that data into the data warehouse. So these are some of the steps like data extraction. So in the data extraction, we are extracting data from the homogeneous and the heterogeneous sources. Different sources will be there. We are extracting the data, and then we have data transformation. We are processing that data by different method. We are cleaning that data, we are transforming that data, and we are storing them in a proper format for the query and the business analysis process. At the third stage, we have data loading. Once the data transformation is completed, we will load that data into the target data store, data mart, data lake, so that we can do the further analysis of this data. So we also have ELT, which is extract, load and transform. In this we are extracting first, we are loading and then we are transforming it. So it is useful for the high volume when the data is unstructured. So why we are using ETL testing? So to load the data in the data warehouse so that it can serve its purpose for the business analysis, we are using ETL testing. So we will see what is data warehouse. So data warehouse, we have a related database designed for the query and the analysis purpose. We are using that data warehouse so that AI historical data is stored for the archival analysis and the security purpose, and we can use that data for the further analysis like business reports and all those things. It contains raw data, formatted data, combines data from the multiple sources. In that data warehouse, we also have a data mart. So what is data mart? It is a subset of the data warehouse. So it is focused on data from one division or one work group within an enterprises. So it is, you can say, from a data warehouse we have divided those data warehouse into different groups, and those group we can call it as data mart. So big data, we have to analyze the data using business intelligence software which is connected to the data warehouse, and we can do the further analysis, identifying, and we can do the analytics on that part, so that we are using business intelligence software. So we will see like how the process will work. So here, this is data extraction. We have data extraction from different sources like SQL server, RDBMS, flat files. So all these data are extracted and we have collected this data in the staging area. In the staging area, we are using the transformation methods data cleaning. We are transforming the data, and after that the data is loaded into the data warehouse system. So the transformation include cleaning of the data, filtering of the data, validating of the data, and applying the rules. So we extract data from the various sources. Suppose in one we have the date format as dd YY. In the other we have date format in the other format. So we need to make the data format in one sequence so that we can load the data into the data warehouse. So these are some of the steps we will use while transforming the data. We will clean the data, in some files it will be mail, it will be in some files it will be m. So we will clean that data, we will filter that data, we will do the enrichment of the data, we will split that data. Suppose one column is splitting on one column into multiple columns, we will join the data. So these are some of the transformation we will perform while transforming the data. So the next question is, what is rich data? In some cases we will see like the data which does not need transformation, and this type of data is called the rich data. Now we will come to the next thing, which is loading of the data. So once the extracted data and the transformed data is loaded, data will be loaded into the target database. So that data will be loaded in the target database. To make it, after loading of the data, we will use that data for the business analysis, for the reports part. Now we will see what is the ETL testing process. So ETL testing process is similar to the normal testing process only. We will create the test plan, we will decide what will be the estimation, then we will design the test design, we will execute the test cases, and we can close. So ETL tester needs the mapping documentation to create the ETL test cases. So the mapping documentation is very important for the ETL test cases, in which the source column name will be there, the target column names will be there, and the column name will be matched. So how this mapping will be done? So the mapping document should contain the basic information, like what is the information of the source and target table, what are the what is the data model, what are the transformation rule they are thinking, like from the source to the target table what transformation rule they have applied. So once all those things are there, test cases will be written and the ETL testing will be done manually. ETL tester must have a knowledge of SQL knowledge. He must have the knowledge of SQL so that he can check whether the count is matching or not, whether the transformation applied to the target table is right or not. So below are some of the common scenarios for which ETL tester should write the test cases, like mapping documentation validation should be there, like the source column name and the target column name should be matching, then the constraint check should be there, then the data consistency check should be there, data completeness should be there, the data is completely transferred to that source from target, transformation check should be there, different types of transformation check will be there, data quality check should be there, null check should be there, duplicate data check should be there, and the date check should be there. These are some of the common checks which the tester should keep in mind while doing the ETL testing. Thank you guys. Hope you like this video and share this video with your friends and other. Thank you.